Alright everyone, welcome back to another Monster Legends video, and in this video we have Bookeeperion, the brand new control monster. So let's do a quick review for this monster in today's video. So without any further ado, let's just get started off with his trait. So at rank 0 he has Artifact trait, and Artifact is an amazing trait because it's immune to all status effects, so it already is sounding like a great monster with that Artifact trait. At rank 1 it has Super Attuned. Now Super Attuned is not that great, but Area I guess is a little bit better. Could be a better trait. And rank 3 Status Caster, Minor Blind. It's not that great, but it's something. I think the Artifact trait is obviously the best one. So its trait is decent. I'd say a bit above average because of the Artifact trait. So now let's talk about its skills. So far I have the default skills on. I haven't switched to the recommended skills. So it has Stun, Blind. It has Space Time, which is good because it can also apply to itself because of the the Artifact trait, and can also heal an ally. Very interesting. So let's look at its skill. So it's got apply stun to one enemy, then to all enemies. This is great. It bypasses dodge area because of that. Great skill. Area stun, which bypasses dodge area. And then it's got an area space time skill, which is also really good. So it's a controller who can also support his allies. That's really good. And then it's got a single turn mega stun skill with only a 2-turn cooldown. That's also very good. So this monster has great skills. And the last one is a total blind skill, which is basically soft denying. Really amazing monster so far. Space time, stun, mega stun, and total blind. So I think it's an amazing control monster. And let's look at its special, which removes positive effects, trait disable, and mega possession. Doesn't really match the monster. Maybe a mega stun with a team space time might have been better. Doesn't really match the monster. But so far this monster looks really good. I can't wait to use it in PvP. He's also my first multiverse denier, because so far I've just had attackers, I've just had bad supports, I've just had like monsters which are called a tank without taunts. So this one is probably the best multiverse monster I've got, obviously excluding ancestrals. Obviously in that case it would be Justin, but so I recommend 3 full on 3 speed. Make it go first, make it do stun, make it do mega stun, make it do total blind, deny it with it. So now let's talk more about its pros and its cons. So first let's talk about the pros of this monster. What makes this monster really good is because first off, its typing. It's a metal and light type, so the typings cancel out each other, and it's only weak to magic type. So already we have a great start. Also the second thing is its trait. Obviously the Artifact trait is really good, and Super Attuned actually might work really well with my Justin because it's got a self buffing skill which will also be able to give him 50 stamina. So that's also really good. He also has a team support skill with the 20% heal and Artifact. We don't really see that a lot, but this control monster has a skill that supports its team. It gives space time, which again, space time works with Artifact, so it's also better off on its own as well. So the space time and Artifact, they work really well together, and it's also able to evade all the incoming attacks for one turn, which I think is pretty great. And then when we talk more about its skills, it's obviously got a area stun skill which bypasses dodge area, which is pretty rare to see because I've seen a lot of alpine monsters with it. I haven't seen much multiverse monsters with this skill. And it's obviously also got only a 2-turn cooldown mega stun, and it has also got total blind as a form of denial. It's also got blind as form of denial, and it also has a 0-turn cooldown spammable stun skill, which is also really great. It's really hard to see spammable denying skills in this meta, but this monster, it does have a spammable stun skill. It has also got, if I've not already mentioned, really low stamina costs and cooldowns for an attacker. I know some skills do have a 3-turn cooldown, but its 2-turn cooldown stun skill is really good. Wait, what is this? What is this team? Okay, let's do mega stun. What? Okay, whatever. How did that miss? You don't have bulwark, you have hardened. And anyway guys, let's continue talking about it. It has really low stamina cost skills. I think that's really good on its side as well. So for a denier, it is absolutely amazing. I would definitely consider this monster. But now let's talk a little bit about its downsides, its cons, I would say. So first off, this monster, before I talk about it, is absolutely great. So the only cons it has is what's stopping it from becoming the next meta monster is not its problem. It's because since it is a metal light type, it's weak to magic. And obviously one of the main monsters right now is Justin, but the second main monster is Mater Geneza, which is a magic type, so it'll get completely countered in the meta as well. Plus, you see trade disabling pretty common in the meta. You got K911 with trade disables and all that. So it's gonna be a tough time if it in the higher levels, definitely, maybe in the legendary levels or even higher. But I can see myself using this in the Champion League as well. Oh look, we got a special, removes positive effects and applies mega position. That's really good. Anyway, this monster is really good. I'd say the only cons it has is what's stopping it from becoming the next great controller is probably positive effect removal. Obviously, it only has that in the special. But I really wouldn't call that a con, because positive effect removal has basically become a luxury these days with the newer monsters. So wouldn't really call it a con. I think this monster has barely any downsides. Maybe its relics aren't the best, but other than that, I don't really see anything bad with this monster. So, would I use him? Absolutely yes. This monster is great. The only thing for me right now is I need to work on ranking it up because I currently have a Google which is level 130 from the treasure cave. But if I'm able to rank this guy up, he will definitely be in my main multiplayer attack team. So this monster, I'd say, is one of the best multiverse monsters we've had so far. Possibly the best, but they might release better ones later. And if you want to watch reviews of those, subscribe.